Around the World in 80 Days Questions and Answers. Chapter 7 Lost in Yokohama. Why was not Fogg worried when he didn't find his valet? Because he was sure that Passepartout would be at the harbor next morning. Did Passepartout come at the harbor? No, he didn't. When would the next ship leave to Yokohama? It would leave after another week. What did Fix say when he arrived? He said, "My name is Fix. I have missed the boat too. How annoying." Why was Passepartout frightened? He boarded the ship, but he didn't find Fogg and or out. He didn't have tickets or money. What did Fogg hire? He hired a boat اسمها the Tankadere. The Tankadere, owned by a man called John أعتقد Ponsonby. Was it easy voyage? No, it was a very stormy voyage. The wind blew hard and the little boat struggled to get over the huge waves. When did the Carnatic arrive to Yokohama? It arrived in Yokohama at dawn on 30th November. How did Passepartout spend the first day in Japan? He wandered around the busy city. He felt like a fish out of the water. He was lost and didn't know what to do. Why didn't Passepartout have any money? Because Fogg had the traveling bags. Where did Passepartout sleep? He slept in the street, feeling tired and hungry. What did Passepartout do to get food? He had to do something to get food. He followed the clown. He talked to the manager of the circus to work with him. What did Fogg tell John Ponsonby when they reached Shanghai? Fogg said, "Get us on the ship and I will give you more money." Why did the captain lower his flags? What did he say to the other captain? To show that they wanted help, he said, "Let these people on board. This is an emergency." Why would the ship, the General Grant, make 6 hour stop at Yokohama? What would Fogg do at that time? For cold. They would search for Passepartout. When did Fogg arrive to Yokohama? What did he immediately do? He arrived 14th November. He went out to ask Passepartout. Uh, he knew that a Frenchman by that name has arrived the previous day. What happened when Fogg saw the circus tent? He remembered Passepartout's circus background. What did Fogg do when the human pyramid appeared? He shouted, "Passepartout!" What did Passepartout do when his master called him? He ran to his friends and the pyramid crashed to the ground. He said, "Sir, I'm sorry. That's all my fault." Chapter 8 The Terror Train. What did Passepartout do when he saw Fix? He shouted, "You again!" He has about to attack him, and he has about to attack him. What did Fix say to Passepartout? He said, "I'm sorry. I put sleeping powder in your tea." What did Fix try to do with Passepartout? He tried to convince him that Fogg is a criminal. Was the journey long? When did they arrive? Yes, they arrived on 3rd December at 7 a.m. What did Fogg say when he arrived? He said that they were neither behind nor ahead of the schedule. What did the signal man tell the engineer? And the conductor? He said there were a bad snowstorm last night. The bridge up ahead is damaged. It would be dangerous to cross it. What did the conductor say? How did the signal man respond? But we can't stay here. It's snow forever. The signal man said no. Was no. We telegraph Omaha for another train. It will be here in 6 hours. Did Passepartout tell Fogg? No, he didn't. The engineer suggested an idea. What was it? He said, I think that by going at our highest speed, we have a chance of getting across. The conductor and the passengers have a meeting and they suggest two solutions. What were they? In the first, to go the river on foot and wait the Omaha train to arrive, how to follow the engineer's idea, yet to go at the highest speed. What was the opinion of Passepartout about engineer's idea? He thought it was a silly solution. It would be it would be better to walk across the bridge. It would be wiser to walk across the bridge. How did the passengers feel when the train moved faster? They felt as if they were flying. They sat terrified and silent. They sat terrified and silent. Was Passepartout worried? How did how would you know? Yes, he was. He sat on with his eyes closed, saying a prayer. Did the engineer cross safely? What did the passenger do? Yes, he did. The passengers were cheering, hugging, and their families are shaking hands with friends and strangers alike. What happened to the bridge when the train passed? It crashed into river. Chapter 9. The Psychos attack. How long had the train traveled? It traveled 1,382 miles. When did when did um, expect to reach New York? He expected to reach New York on the first ديسمبر تقريبا أو 11th ديسمبر تقريبا. أعتقد عشان هما هنا كان 11th. Describe the place we're traveling by the train. The train was going across vast, snow-covered plains. There were no houses or people, just endless space with a few trees and rocks here and there. Where would Fogg and his friends go on a ship to? They would go to Liverpool and then to the last stage of their journey to London. What were the troubles that met Fogg? A band of Indians were with galloping horses and waving guns. Galloping horses and waving guns. Why did the children and women cry? Because the window was broken by a bullet. Whom did the Indian chief hint? What did he want to do? He hit the engineer. He wanted to stop the train. What did Passepartout do to stop the train? He used his acrobat skills. He was outside as quick as a flash. His head was near the track of the train. At last, he took all his strength to undo the bolt that joined the front carriage to the engine. What happened when Passepartout undid the bolt? The carriage and all others behind began to slow down. The engineer continued to race off down the track. What did the Indian do when the rest of the train stopped? They surrounded the train and climbed onto the carriage roof. Guns were fired, windows were smashed, and people screamed. An Indian got into Fogg's carriage. What happened to him? Some passengers managed to pull him to the roof and take his gun to be used against the others who came to rescue passengers. The cavar- cavar- cavalry had the attack at the Fort Kearney station and came rescue passengers. Were all passengers safe? No, some were hurt, but not seriously. How many passengers was missing? Three. Passepartout was one of them. What did Fox say when he heard that Passepartout was missing? He offered £1,000. That is $500 to those who would help him rescue Passepartout. How did Fix feel when Fogg went to search for Passepartout and why? Fix was angry because Fogg was out of sight, but he respected Fogg's bravery. Did the conductor agree without begged him to wait for Fogg to return? No, he didn't, but Fogg and the officer didn't return. What did Fix and Auda do when the train left? Fix and Auda stood as the snow continued to fall and watched the train disappear down the track. They waited at night, but Fogg and the officer didn't return. How did everyone feel when Fogg and Passepartout arrived? Everyone was pleased to see their safe return. What did Passepartout feel when saw Fogg give the reward to soldiers? He felt responsible once again for his master's troubles. What did Passepartout say when Fogg gave the reward to soldiers? He said, "Not only have we lost a day, but I have cost my kind master a small fortune." Chapter 10. The Last Lap. What did Mudge do when he knew about Fogg's build and his problem? He offered the use of a sledge with a sail on it. It could travel quickly and smoothly across the snowy plains. When did people use these sledge? When the tracks were blocked. What chased Fogg and the group when they sailed across snow? Wolves. Wolves. What did Passepartout do when any wolf came close? He was ready to shoot. Was the train fast enough to give them to New York by 10:30 on 11th December? No, it wasn't. Did the Fogg catch the ship that were going to Liverpool? No, he didn't. They missed the boat by 45 minutes. Did Fogg give up and stay at the hotel? No, he hired a boat the Henrietta. How Henrietta? How much money did Fogg pay to Andrew and buy Andrew for each person? He paid 2,000 pounds. 2,000 pounds. Pounds. Did the Horneta go quickly and easily? No. The group has bad luck. The boat was caught in a strong wind. What did Fogg do when he realized that they were not going to arrive to England by 21 December? He followed Captain Andrew speedily when he knew that he went to sleep in his cabin and locked him gathered the crew. What did Fogg tell the crew? He said, I knew the Captain Speedy doesn't pay you much and he treats you badly. I heard that most of you were all change the ship in France. Help me take the ship to Liverpool by 21 December and you will be paid generously. Did the crew accept Fogg's offer? Yes. What did the foreman of the crew do? They rushed to Speedy's cabin and tied him to his bed. What was Speedy doing? He was screaming and shouting. Why did the boat begin to run out of fuel? Been because it was been traveling at high speed. What did Fogg ask the crew to do when the fuel began to run out? To break up any kind of wood that can find to use as a fuel. When did Fogg arrive Liverpool? At 11:40 in the morning of 21 December. How much money did Fogg give to Speedy? What did Speedy do? Not 12,000 pounds. He forget all his anger and grabbed the money and smiled. What did Detective Fix do to Fogg? He put his hands on Fogg's shoulder and showed him the arrest warrant. He put the handcuffs on Fogg. What did Fix tell Fogg when the police officer unlocked Fogg's cell door? Fix said, Mr. Fogg, I have to apologize to you. The police have arrested the bank robber. I'm very sorry. What did Fogg do when he express train do where the express train for London was gone? He didn't give up. He hired a small train and promised the engineer an extra £600 if he could get them to London at time. What did Fogg ask Passepartout to do? The priest. Fogg said, Tomorrow is Monday. Passepartout, ask my priest if we may visit him tonight, so we can arrange to be married tomorrow. What did the priest, Reverend Wilson, tell Passepartout? He said, I can't marry them tomorrow, it's Sunday. What did Fogg do when Passepartout told him that tomorrow is Sunday? He rushed to the Reform Club. He pushed through the crowd and looked at the big clock at the wall. It was 8:45 p.m. He arrived exactly on time. What did the man do when they met Fogg? They shook hands, and gave him his money.